one of the things that's been kind of interesting for me lately is realizing how some of my friends were. And it takes like being around better friends to kind of figure it out. Last night, partner and I went to this winery in Lodi, and they had like a event. They had like a live band there that was doing like request covers. They were pretty cool. It was the dueling pianos, and those guys were hilarious. They great time. There's two guys played a bunch of instruments, and they would pass these where you could put in requests, and you could pay extra money to get your request moved up, or you could pay money to stop the current song that's happening, like up to and including oh, you put $10 down to get your song in, someone else pays $20, hey, stop this song, like that yeah. But it was a blast. Lots of wine, dancing, singing, and it's all like old white people who go to wineries for the most part, so none of them can dance. They're all dorky as fuck, but it's a lot of fun. And the reason why it's worth bringing up in the context here, besides the fact that partner and I had a lot of fun, is that those friends that we were with, one in particular, she kept snapping pictures and videos of us, because me and my partner, we're just lost in it. We're just being super cute. We're singing to each other. We're dancing. We're just, having a great time. And she was constantly taking pictures, taking video. And, one is because that's kind of her thing. She loves to take pictures and take video. But two is that she loves how happy we are, and how, in love we are with each other. And especially because her and my partner are, I would say pretty much best friends. They're amazingly good friends, very supportive of each other. And we go over to their house semi-frequently and have dinner over there. We hang out with them. We go to concerts with them sometimes. So we see these people a fair amount. And they're good people. They're good people. But she is such a big fan of us, and loves how happy we are, loves how much fun we have. And she's commented on multiple times. She's commented on to me, telling me specifically that she's happy. She loves how happy I make her friend and everything. And it's kind of weird for me, because I've never been around friends who are so vocally cheerleaders for my relationship. And part of it could be because most of the people who were friends didn't like the people I was in relationships with, for any number of valid or invalid reasons. Neither here nor there. But I'm not used to having people who love the fact that I'm in a relationship, and love the fact that I'm so happy in my relationship, and are such big supporters and cheerleaders of that happiness in that relationship. And so that's been a crazy thing for me to think about, because it's once again, I'm realizing that, I'm surrounded by different people, and these different people are much better people. They're a higher caliber of friend. And we're not tearing each other down. We're not wishing that badness on each other. There's a playful ribbing, which there always should be, but it's just nothing but love and respect and kindness and cheering for each other. And my partner and I were looking at them, because they'd be sitting there having their little moments, and we're just oh, they're so cute. They're so in love. We're just as excited for them as they are of us. And it's a cool thing, because I've had those friends where it's oh yeah, sure, we're all friends, but none of us like each other's partners. None of us are happy with each other's decisions. And it's what are we even doing? Because every conversation that would happen would just be, man, my partner did this, and this happened, and brr, 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 brr. And it's that's not fun. That's not good. And that's not, we don't like that. But yeah, so I mean, it's awesome to have that happen, to have those friends. And it's incredibly awesome to be able to be around people who project positivity. Because that's been a big thing of mine for a long time, especially more lately, is projecting positivity. Like, there's so much negativity in the world that I don't want to add to it. Do I sometimes add to it? Yeah. I don't intend to, but I mean, I'm not a perfect person. But I want there to be more positivity in the world. I want there to be more just being in love with you, being in love with life in the world. Can you give me help? What are you doing? This might be interesting. Yeah, I just love that. I want more of that. And it's so cool that I get to experience some of that. Yeah, I think that's really all I got. I need to tighten up my pool game. Me and partner played pool yesterday, and I was doing so good, but they would miss key easy shots. Like the one that was the most heartbreaking last game we played. She had gotten on 8-ball, didn't make the shot. I had 4 balls left, and she'd scratched. So I, off a scratch, got all 4 of those balls in. Perfect plays, perfect cue control, exactly where I wanted to be. Great shot on the 8-ball and fucked it up. And I was so mad. Yeah, I mean, you do that. Yeah, I don't know what else there is. This does make me realize I need to evaluate my other friendships, my other relationships. And especially because it's like, I understand being a good friend means that sometimes you're gonna have to, your friend's gonna be going through something. You're in a crisis moment. You're gonna have to be there for them. That's fine. But there's people in my life where it's like every time I talk to them, it's just miserable. This and this is happening. My partner is this. My situation's that. I don't know what to do, and they won't take advice. They won't, they won't take any kind of anything. They just want to sit there and bitch about how bad their life is, but I don't know what's happening. And you know what's happening. You told them what's happening, and they don't listen. Definitely frustrating. So I'm like, I don't know how much more of that I want in my life. Because it's like, it's one thing if you're going through an actual crisis, but when you're just a self-fulfilling prophecy and you just keep doing it to yourself and, expect me to come and, oh, boo-hoo. Like, no, I'm over it. I want positive people in my life. I want positivity in my life. And if someone's going through something, I want to actually be able to talk them through it and help them with it. Not just, every time I talk to them over and over again, they're just, complaining about a situation they created and just, they're not trapped in, they just refuse to leave for arbitrary reasons. I'm over it. If that makes me a bad friend, that's fine. But I feel like part of growing up is like taking a real look at the people in your life. And I think that's something most people don't do. Most people aren't willing to evaluate their friendships and relationships they have for a long time and really sit down and go like, is this still a good thing to have in my life? Because everybody's so stuck on the loyalty of like, oh, well, that was your friend through this and through that. And it's like, it doesn't mean they're a good person. It doesn't mean they're a good friend. Just because they were there during your formative years, which are designed for you to go through bad things and learn how to deal with them, that doesn't mean you should keep them around in the future. Like, at a certain point, y'all move to separate fucking brain wavelengths, and you need to, you need to cut them loose. I don't know. Maybe that makes me an asshole. If it does, that's fine. I'm not too mad at that. But yeah, that's what I got. Evaluate your friendships. Get better at pool. There you go.